Hey guys, what's up? It's Sean, the Togo Brothers. Alright, I'm gonna get into this video, okay? I'm outside, okay? As you can see, it's evening. Alright, 3 things. I ride bikes, I'm a motorcycle owner, okay? I've owned 4 bikes now since 2018. I live in Virginia, right? And last but not least, I work for a major airline. I work in an airport. I can't tell you the amount of times that weather changes on a consistent basis, sometimes even within the same day, almost within the same hour. Guys, no joke, I have seen it rain and then snow and then clear sky all within an hour and a half of one another, okay? Within the same hour, all right? So, what does all this have to do with this video? This is what I'm about to talk to you about, okay? All right, do you see those clouds here? Right here, okay? Do you see them above me, okay? All right. You see all these clouds here? Okay. All right, now, you see them here? You see them here and here? Okay. I'm going to show you how to read these clouds, okay? So, the clouds that are directly behind me, I'm going to try and cover up this light, okay? Now, it's kind of hard to do that, okay? All right, I think I got it. All right. Do you see the color? Okay, it's kind of dark, okay? That means that weather is either one of 3 things. It is accumulating, it is approaching, or it just occurred, okay? Hear me out. Look behind me. Look at all these clouds. They're thick and they're dark. What do you think is stored in these clouds? Okay, let's get a little scientific here for just a minute, okay? So there's moisture inside the atmospheric environment, okay? By atmospheric environment, I mean wherever you live, there's moisture usually, okay? Sometimes it's not a lot, sometimes it's a ton, okay? For example, Florida, there's a ton of moisture. That's why it rains a lot, okay? It's a cycle, okay? Now, full disclosure, let's pause the video. I am no weatherman. I am no geek. I am no scientist. I am not perfected this. This is just based on what I know, and this is based on how I read this, okay? Now, there's times where I have been wrong, but 9 times out of 10, if you follow the theory and you follow the signs, like a sign and symptom of seeing someone sick or sad, usually leads you to the right answer. Yes? Okay, so let's continue. Okay, back to the conversation. So moisture ends up becoming apparent in the environment, okay? And it rises, right? Because that's what it does. Heat rises. Now, with the heat and all this, like the past few days, it's been like 97 degrees. All this moisture carries itself up. But eventually, in the clouds, the atmospheric level, okay, like at like 3,000, 5,000, 7,000 feet, okay, that's where clouds stay. Not all the time, so I mean a little bit higher, okay? It holds it like glue. But like us and our emotions, what happens when you get angry and all the stress? You don't, like, just fall apart, right? We cry, we get upset, we're sad. Why? Because it's relieving of all of this tension, all of this sadness, all of this expression, emotion. It's like a total reset. All your tears, it's resetting yourself, right? And that's also another good example. Your tears are a good example of how the weather works. So when the clouds get too heavy, it forms moisture, and moisture will fall, okay, in the form of either snow, hail, rain, drizzle, what have you, okay? Sometimes a combination of them all, okay? But again, I digress. It's not what the video is about. This video is about how you read it when it's approaching, okay? All right, now, look up in the sky up here. You see where my finger's pointing? Not here, here, right there. See it? Right there, okay? That is a good point I'm gonna make here, okay? It is about 8:30 here, okay? Right here is what you want to see. These clouds, okay? These clouds and this cloud is not what you want to see, okay? So the clouds that are right here are indicative, okay, indicating that weather is most likely going to be approaching, okay? Now, when you know it's really, really, really coming, let me show you, okay? Look over here. Do you see how it's thick and dark and low? You see that? Right there? That means it is coming, okay? Now, you have to, the second part of this whole observation thing is you got to maintain your observations, okay? You have to watch that. 9 times out of 10, what'll happen is it'll get worse and worse and worse and worse and lower and lower and lower. And that's how you know that you're about to get drenched. So my suggestion to all this video is when you see something like this, okay, like this even, right here, okay, all of this, grab your poncho, your raincoat, find cover, or plan your trip later, because it's about to get ugly. And by ugly, I mean wet. Yes, sometimes you might have to pull over and pull on your body condom just to get out of the water. I have done it too. I pulled under an overpass, threw on my body condom, and headed home, and made sure that I got home safely, or even to someplace safe that you can wait it out. If you have access to a covered gas station, go there with a bay that's not occupied as much, and turn your bike off and just wait it out. That's all I can tell you, okay? I'm gonna do another video turning around so you can see the actual color and clarity. So stay tuned for part 2, okay? This is part 1 of how to read weather like a newbie and novice, all right? Stay tuned for part 2.